Alright, so I'm back, y'all, and I'm just keeping it a buck with y'all for part 2 because, I mean, if it's one thing about me, I'm very transparent and I'm also very real, like with my struggles, everything I go through, how I'm feeling, is just raw, and I'm always be that way. And I think about the video I made like in April, like I was telling you, like I'm trying to change, like how I do my channel and all that, like low-key I am, but that's because, like I said, I just ain't been wanting to, I didn't want to continue to do it, to do the prophetic words and all of that, and that's everything to do with me. I had so much going on the outside, like I had some shaky situations external, okay, but I still have a lot, and have a lot going on internally. Like I just said at the end of the other video, I don't like to share when I know I'm not in a good place to do that. And so I was kind of just like, okay, God, and I'm gonna be honest, I did not sign up for this. Okay, so just go back to the dream. I told y'all, like, my friend asked me did I want to sign up for journal time and all that, and I was like, yes, it's like, let's do it. I did not ever or nor did I think I was ever going to be on YouTube doing this. I never was like, oh God, this is what I want to do. That has never been the case with this. I'm gonna keep it a buck with y'all because this is going to go into some of the other videos for today, because it wouldn't be me if I wasn't sitting on a few things, right? I did my fast in August of last year because Megan thought it was time for her to come up on her husband and her children. Now don't get me wrong, okay, God definitely moving in that area, and again we're gonna talk about a lot today, so y'all just, you know, do what you need to do, sit down, hello friends, like that's why I be like, hey party people, let's talk. But I did it because I thought I was coming into that, I was gonna get married. Oh, sis got married to Jesus, the one no human man, to Jesus. Sis got some children. It was not no physical children, it's my spiritual babies. And I'm like, wow, that's crazy, because I thought she was about to give me my husband and stuff. No. And again, we're gonna get more into all this, but I'm gonna be real with y'all. So I didn't sign up for this. It was kind of like I did the fast thinking that's what was going on. My spirit man grew, and all of a sudden God, you know, got the Holy Spirit, he on me, pressing me again, but I have free will, he pressing me about this. So I decided to just be obedient when I started doing these. This was never like something I wanted to do. God knows my heart and what I'm saying. And so I have to get a lot of things right within me and make sure my perspective is the right way, because it's not about me. Just like it wasn't about Esther. He puts you in these positions. You were created for times like this, for moments like this. I might not want to do this, but this is what God had intended for Megan when he created me. Do you get what I'm saying? So it's kind of like, I've been in the Esther season all around. I got favor from some kings, from some people. You get what I'm saying? But I also got choices to make. Like, you gonna do what you need to do to save the people that's connected to you? Are you gonna do that, sis? Because it's literally never about you. So maybe that's for somebody too, because can't seem to get up off of that. Okay? Like, if y'all my people, you probably is struggling. So I'm gonna keep going with this, because sis out here struggling. We all be struggling. Don't ever think somebody not out here struggling. It's all about us being obedient. When we choose to be obedient, help me Holy Spirit, because I cannot get up off of this. God come through and he does the rest. This is never Megan, never. Like, even me just feeling the need to get up, get it together and record this morning, that's me being obedient. It's not like he hadn't been telling me to record these videos. I just haven't wanted to. I haven't made the decision to be obedient. So let's thank him, because we like doing it when we feel like it, that's also disobedience. So let's thank him for keeping us in the disobedience. Let's thank him for keeping us when we ain't out here trying to be kept, because y'all been living my best life for like I would say definitely since April, but I was like also not really, I was just doing what I wanted to do. I know since like pretty much I had this dream, and shout out to my sister Karis. Pray you end up watching this video. But Karis, I sent you the gist of this dream back then, and you know how I was feeling. I was like, ah. So I'm gonna get to the end of the dream and maybe y'all understand what I'm saying a little bit more. But yeah, like that's kind of what happened. I dreamt this super long dream. In the first parts I was a little confused, but like I said, it foreshadowed my last 4 months. But not only that, I was scared of what he was saying at the end. Like, I knew what God was saying. I could hear loud and clear. Like, I got to the point to where I could hear, and I knew what he was saying loud and clear. Okay, sometimes we can hear and we just disobedient. Sometimes we can't even hear. Okay, so I'm gonna keep going with the dream. This part is you have to go first. Okay, shout out to Esther. Whew. So walking out of the commons area to go to my room, because I told y'all that's where we're sitting, and my friend was like, you know, you want to do journal time. And it's so difficult. Like, even though it was easier to maneuver, it was still hard. I remember stairs. I do. And the further I got away, help me, Holy Spirit. That's why we was in a commons area. Like, everything is common in that area. That's what I'm telling you. The people in the area, I mean, they didn't know. Like, that's normal. That's common. Listen to this. The further I got away from the commons area, the more out of the trance I was, but it was still hard. Now, I get to a door and there's a box of Christmas paper and stuff in the way, and I push past that. I don't know what God finna do around Christmas time. I don't. But I definitely dreamt that. I pushed past that, but when I go to open the door, because it was closed and I thought it was gonna be really, really hard to get in the door, y'all, I heard it whispered. I could hear the spirit. I'm starting to hear the spirit again at this point in the dream. I could hear it whisper, and it was turn the knob and push. You're going to go in. That's what I heard. So what did I do? I turned the knob, I pushed, and I went in way easier and more quickly than I thought I would. Like, I was like, oh, okay, because I told you I was struggling to get away from the commons area to even walk. I was struggling to hear, but the further I got away, the easier it became. And I heard, turn the knob, push, you're going to go in. And that's what I did. I'm standing there, and it's like a church is in the way of the rooms. And by in the way, I mean separating the door that I just walked in from the rooms, because I just knew like I was going to my room. Like, you know, like I said, it's kind of like a college setting, but it was like once I went in this big door, it was like I was in like a sanctuary, and I knew which door I had to go in to get to my room. Or so I think I'm going to my room, considering I haven't actually done it. I really don't know, so I guess we're gonna find out, y'all. Like, y'all part of my journey. We're gonna find out what's going on. So it was a girl, and she was actually somebody who I used to work with. And so I was like, is she alright? Like, I was real confused. Again, like, I be me in the dreams, but I also be like watching me do things. Like, I be this Megan that can think and stuff, but then I also be the Megan in the dream. And another dorm mate, and they were crying because once you get into this room, like the sanctuary room, God is talking to you about you. Like, you know, without a doubt, what you're supposed to be doing and what he's doing. And it's not like I could hear what he was telling these girls at all, right? And that's what it is in real life. That's somebody too. You don't know what God's telling somebody. You can't be out here trying to be God in somebody's life. You not God, but we're going to keep going to that. So once you're in this room, you can hear, like I'm telling you, you know without a doubt, because let me tell you. The girl is crying, and she repeatedly tells me, so even though I'm talking to y'all about what's happening to me in the dream, please know that I'm not saying like I'm no special person, nothing like that. This can apply to everybody. You gonna know if you were also me in a dream, okay? She's crying, and she repeatedly tells me that I'm the one who has to go in first, and I was real confused. Maybe she was crying because she thought she would be, because it was definitely 2 girls that got in there before me. Now, y'all know I was just in the commons area, living my life with my best friend, feeling all intoxicated, chilling, like I was doing what I wanted to do. Now, all of a sudden, here I am, because my friend signed me up for this journal time, and now I can hear, I'm following directions, doing what I'm supposed to be doing, and now I get to this room, and these girls got to that room before I got to this room, help me Holy Spirit, and they're crying, and they also know though that I'm supposed to go first, even though they got there. They might not have even been happy about it, but like I said, in this sanctuary room, you know without a doubt what's going on. So they were there first. So it's some things I had wrote. Could be jealousy, and we all know that the last will be first. We all know, for some of us, we in a season because we've always, help me Holy Spirit, and I'm gonna get to it a little bit more in another dream, but we've always felt last, like, God, when is it gonna be my turn, for different things. I'm not even talking about like you know, just doing this, because like I said, I never thought I was gonna be doing this. Like, okay, so it could have been a sense of jealousy. The last will be first, because the people who were originally first, or who were first, like, they're there before me. They might feel some type of way, like, sis, how you, like, why your process being expedited before mine? Like, I've been doing this, okay? But this brings me back to something else that we've already talked about. The prodigal son's brother. Do not be that Christian. Again, you're not God. Like, God do what God want to do in people's life when he wants to do it. You don't control that. It ain't no, oh, that person just got saved. Why is God doing that for them? Or that person just started taking it serious and just started moving obedient. Why is God doing that for them? They've been out here doing what they want to do. I've been out here living. God know your heart. He know your heart, and he also is God. So again, God's gonna do what he wants to do when he wants to do it. So I got that vibe in the room again because everything was real crystal clear. And then I also had wrote down I've been out here. Like, I knew I had been out there. Like, I knew what I was doing in the dream. Mind your business though. Like, that's mind your business, okay? And so that's basically when I wake up. And I was looking at them like, why do I have to go first? Okay, but also knowing that that was indeed the case. Like, although I was looking at them like, oh, for real, why I gotta go first? I already knew when I walked in there that I had to go first. So I already knew when I woke up that I was about to walk in the door. And I wrote down what I think God was telling me personally about that, about what actions, what obedient steps do I need to take. And it's not about necessarily going first, but it's about doing what he has called me to do, because the people that are connected to me need me to do those things. And look, I said, I know I'm called to deliverance. Lead the way, Moses. And I don't know if I've ever said this in a video, but my dad, when I was younger, compared me to Moses, right? And I've always known that that was like, people look to me, and that's kind of what happens when you are in the seat of influence, right? And I said deliverance because I'm the one that's like, I'm trying to make it out myself, but like, follow me. Like, I've always had that kind of spirit, like, come on, like, well, I figured it out. Like, that's just how I am, okay? So I had put that in there. And so it was also something about a shooting, but yes, that's pretty much all the dream. I sometimes have multiple dreams. And so that's basically what happened. And so, like I said, I knew without a doubt that that was indeed the case. I had to go first. When I woke up, I knew what things God was telling me to do. This was back in February. I told Karis all about this dream. And y'all, it's hard. And so that's another thing with this. Okay, so the Holy Spirit is prompting me to say this. I also dream a lot that I am a cheerleader. And I just now realize why I'm always dreaming that. Like I said, I do have that whole, you know, follow me, like, let's go, we can do it. Like, that's who I am. And so for me, it gets really hard because sometimes I feel like I don't have that myself, okay? Not trying to get emotional, but it's just like, who gonna do it for me? Like, I want to follow, but then I have to look back and realize, like, girl, you did follow. Like, that's how you got to where you got, like, today, because somebody else, like, it's hard being a leader, okay? It just is, period. Even if you're not in like the position, job titles, whatever. I'm talking about like for what God got going on. The world don't always label you the way that God does, okay? And so for me, it's just hard. It's hard. It's hard. Like, and so I just got to a place where it was like, I don't want to do it. Like, the responsibility, the pressure I would feel, especially if my mind wasn't right. So like today, I don't feel like, oh, okay, I got to get on here because these folks counting on me. Like, that's a lot of pressure. People always telling me like, oh, there go preacher man. Like, I don't like that. Like, y'all don't know what God is telling me, okay? Now, I do. Sometimes I am disobedient, but sometimes it be a lot of unwanted pressure. And because I didn't know that he was going to give me a small YouTube platform or to move any kind of ministry ways, I was getting super overwhelmed. Like, I don't even know how to do this. But that goes back to me not letting him pour into me, not listening to him, not trusting him that he gonna do the provision and all of that, right? And so that's just kind of where I was at. I'm kind of good. Like, this is a lot of responsibility. This is kind of heavy. But like I said, without a doubt, I already know what it is, okay? And so I have to trust that God got me, and I just got to be obedient and not worry about the rest, because I know it's people connected to me. And I pray that it didn't sound like I was complaining, but like, if you know, you know. Like, it really is like just kind of difficult. Everybody got different roles in the kingdom. Everybody got different positions. Like, 9 times out of 10, like, I don't know if anybody just like was like, this is the one I want. It's not how it works. God put you here for why he put you here, not for what you wanted to be here for. And that's a hard lesson, okay? So I be always worried that like y'all not gonna understand what I'm saying, but then again, I have to remember that the Holy Spirit gonna lead you to my video if you're supposed to see it. So 9 times out of 10, you gonna understand what I'm saying. So that's kind of where I was at, what I've been doing. The dream that kind of made me like slow down and be like, God, I don't really want to do this. Like, I did not sign up for this. You know, me just being worried about what Megan wants, not being used and not having my mind right. And so now that I've taken the time to kind of get it together, I told you this Esther Bible study has been blessing me. I just really needed to like renew and like get more right within so that I can be in position to go first, to do right by the people I'm connected by. You get what I'm saying? So that's it. Let me do these other 2 videos, and I'm gonna upload all these today. And okay, y'all gonna have new videos from your girl. So bam, next video. Love y'all.